Hi everybody, Jarvis Biker here. I bought a gift for the princess to help her stay on the bike a little longer on our long rides. I got her a set of the KURYAKYN adjustable passenger foot pegs. I got the powder coated black version to match our bike. There's 3 adjustment settings for the height of the peg. You can manually adjust them, and also you can flip them back so that they lay horizontally down out of the way completely. So it says on the package, it says they do not interfere with the footboard operations. They're also compatible with the Harley Davidson Touring. I believe it's from 2010 and up, with the footboard arms. That also works with the KURYAKYN type aftermarket ones. So it says more adjustability than ever. Not only will your passenger be able to cruise in comfort with 3 usable riding positions. The looks have been transformed with an arm featuring a raised center and a wider profile. Included are the small ISO pegs that can be upgraded to any KURYAKYN peg utilizing tapered adapters thanks to the unique peg mounting system. A bolt action locking device on the swing arm adds 2 intermediate positions to make hours of comfort for the passenger. It says they work perfectly with the Harley Davidson passenger boards or our custom boards. Installation takes about 25 minutes. The main tool you'll need to mount them to the bike is a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. There's a smaller one that will be required to lock the actual foot peg from turning. So that's it. We're going to go out to the shop and we're going to put these on and you'll get to see how they look. All right. See you in a bit. Bye. Okay, if you look here, you can see the detents. You can see the bolt. As you rotate them around, it'll drop in to the detent. Just hold it back out. You can go to the next one and it'll lock in. Now if you look here, the bottom of your foot pad right here is in here. So the foot pad arm is actually hollow on the bottom and this tang fits up inside it. And that really locks it in so that it can't rotate even with the weight of a rider pushing against it. So we'll get set up here and we'll see how she goes together. Okay, so the 2 cap screws go on the back. That plastic fits in there like that. It all fits together. Let's make sure that we can see that. So the plastic is right here, right beside my thumb. 2 screws on the back, the single on the front. That's locked in there pretty tight already. So then we take the foot peg, and if you look, it's stepped. So the 2 cap screws on the back basically reach farther than the single one on the front. So that just fits on there like that. And then we take our first Allen screw, which is shorter. And we'll do it up hand tight. If you do it up too much, the 2 on the back won't line up very well. So you got to kind of play around with them. There. Once you pull it up a little bit and you wiggle it around, you'll feel the bolt drop into the hole. And third cap screw. Now, you can see how it can fold up. Doesn't interfere with anything. Okay, so let's get our cap screws. Let's get them. Take up the slack. Make sure everything's where we want it to be. Now you'll find this side, because the exhaust pipe is here, it's a little harder. You're going to have to use the short end of the wrench for most of it. So it's going to take you a little bit. A nice short 1/4 inch Allen socket with a ratchet would probably be a good idea. I'm just snugging them up so that they all come up evenly together. All right, so there. Now we have to rotate this around. So then you just set. Oh, it is the same size. Yep. Same as your highway pegs. Once you lock them in, that just keeps the end of the peg from rotating. There. I think the back one's a little loose. But that's it. Now, if you leave them unlatched, you're able to push it right forward or put it out of the way completely, which I think is how they'll be worked most of the time. But if you trip that deadbolt and then bring it up to this location, it's a little bit higher, and then you can put it right back out of the way. You can lock them in the vertical position, which would be very high. So that would be a good stretch for the legs if you really wanted it. The next one is right there, and then a little bit farther. So you can go there to there. There's the normal position. I believe that would be. Just looking at it, it's going to raise you up almost the exact same as the rider, front rider highway pegs. So that's it. That's the install. We'll get the camera out and we'll give you some close-ups of both sides. So there's the little dog. That's how you undo it. So you can put it over there and lock it in that position, and then you're able to move it wherever you want. If you want it in a locked position here, or you can go a little bit more, locks in the vertical position. Pretty handy. We'll leave them like that, let her have a look at it, see what she thinks. That's how it goes together. See underneath how it goes in. And if you look down in here, right here, you can see the plastic insert that keeps it. So here you can see on the other side of the bike, it's already been installed. Exact same situation. Tilts forward. Grip the dog so it'll latch. It'll latch in that position. Or in the vertical position. So for a short-legged person on the back, this could be pretty handy for them. Here's the dog. You can unlatch it. You can move it wherever you want. It'll go full stroke both ways. Out of the way. Or completely vertical. Now if you can see down here, we'll get the light in to help us here. You can see the plastic insert is there. And you can see underneath how the piece fits right in there. And this actual arm is actually hollow. It's like a U shape. And that bottom piece fits right up into it and latches this. It's completely solid. So that's it. That's the KURYAKYN passenger foot pegs. They look pretty good, and I think she's going to be completely pleased with them. I think it's going to be able to extend her riding time quite a bit. So we'll see what happens in the near future whenever we can get out for a ride. We'll see and report back. So this is Jarvis Biker from the Jarvis Biker Garage saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope she likes it. Bye.